It's live. Glenn, it's live.
All right.
You gonna speak?
What time to get on?
It's live. That's what I'm telling you. Hey, y'all.
How everybody doing?
Hey, Traisha. Hey, Miss Carmela. Y'all, I'm gonna remove myself so Glenn can handle his business.
For what?
Huh?
Remove yourself for what?
Never
How
mind
you
then.
doing? Who all in here? How you doing? How you doing, Traisha? How you doing, Camila? Uh, how you doing,
Hey,
Crystal?
Crystal.
Can I get time to say her name?
Y'all, Glenn gonna make me knock the hell out of him.
How everybody doing? Get a few more minutes to get a few little people in here while I try to get situated. How everybody doing? How everybody feeling? Hoping everybody feeling all right. How many we got in here?
7.
So basically, the topic of the day is: could you actually be with a person who don't like your kids?
That your kids don't like?
Well, yeah. Could you be in a relationship with a person that your kids doesn't like? Once, so yeah, we're gonna speak on that a little bit today. Yeah, we're not gonna be on here long because Lita got a date to go on.
Y'all, again, I'm gonna knock the hell out of Glenn because he keep on.
So I'm gonna state my input. I'm a on how I feel about it, and I'm just gonna read some comments. I'm gonna see how y'all feel. So Krista said no. Why is that, Krista? Can you tell me why wouldn't you date? Why wouldn't you be with somebody and your kids don't like them? Why couldn't you be with somebody? Why couldn't you be with somebody that your kids doesn't like, Krista? Trisha said no too. Me personally, I couldn't be with somebody that my kid doesn't like because, for one, my kids are more important than anything. Secondly, if your kid doesn't like that person, that relationship basically not gonna work out because it's always gonna be something. That person might walk through the house, your kid might say something, might be like, "Hey, Daddy, I don't like that." Then that person might hear it. Now I'm in tug of war with that person. Man, it's a lot of pros. I mean, it's a lot of no cons to this right here. She says she got her hair done for us. Yeah, Chris, I agree. I agree with you, Traisha. The kids do come first, but some people don't actually. Some people, I know some people who put their kids basically last, like, and they be like, "Well, I'm grown. I'm your mama," and shit like that. I don't think that is right. Yeah, because I mean, if your kids uncomfortable around a person, let's say you got girls, and your girls is not don't like this person. Your girls might. Your girl, man, anything can happen, yo. She said because if my kid doesn't like the person or feel comfortable around them, I feel like I'm having to choose between my kids and my man. My kids always come first. I don't even bring guys around. You doing the right thing, Krista. You doing the right thing. Unless you and that person actually gonna be together for a while, which you don't know that, but unless you and that person been together for a while, yeah, your kids should meet that person. But if they're just your freak buddy, your kids shouldn't be around your freak buddy. That just don't make sense. Like you don't want your kids around in and everybody. You understand that, leader?
Boy, hush. Yes, I understand that.
No, for real though. I actually know somebody who actually put their man first. She was like, they come with that, I'm grown. I'm your mama. I'm your mama.
Mm-mm.
So you never done that before.
No, I never would. My child is my priority.
But just so is your man, right?
But if my child doesn't like my man, then we got to get to the root of the problem.
So, but would you address that with your child? Would you ask your child, what's the problem? Or would
I,
you just say, or would you just go ahead and kick your man to the curb?
I would find out what the problem is.
How would you do that?
Well, one, I'm gonna ask my child what's going on.
Tracy said, my relationship with kids is important because I want my kids to have opinions and who they love to be around. So I'm not forcing them to be around my man, be around the man. Weird though. So look at it this way though. So what if your kid doesn't like your man based on how he look, how he dress, and how he talk?
Like I say, you should be having conversations with your kid to find out why they don't like them. Is there a reason for them not to like them, or they just don't like them, just like you say, just cause, basically.
Okay, so okay.
I mean, you got to get to the root of the problem. It has to be something that's there for them to say that they don't like them. So start there.
Okay, okay, okay. How is that different though, Krista? It's all the same. If a kid don't like the person, they don't like. It don't matter if it's how they talk or if they see y'all arguing. But if a kid don't like a person, they don't like a person. Me personally, I don't care if a child don't like me. I might cuss them little tail out.
Whatever. No, you wouldn't.
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I never had that problem because I never really dug in that ball field because I can up and have my own little shorty.
I'm on
Somebody
live. I'm
phone
gonna call
ring.
you back. I mean, I've dealt with that situation before, but it wasn't because of anything pertaining to me. It was simply because of the fact that I wasn't their mama. And so they made it known, like, no matter what transpires, it ain't no speaking to you, it ain't none of that because you're not my mama.
So basically they just don't like you because you ain't their mama.
Yeah, they were older, and so I mean, I had went to my ex's house and that child was there, wouldn't speak, didn't say anything at all, just ignored me.
So now back to what you were saying, you'll get to the problem and actually see what's going on. But like you just said, the child only didn't like you because you was that mother. So how can you address that situation if you was
It,
that
wa-
man?
I mean, what can he say? Hell, the child was grown at that time.
But still though, that's his kid though, right? That's
It
his
is.
seed, right?
Mhm.
So tell me how do you address something like that?
I mean, that it was a difficult situation.
So
So,
you
like I
basically don't know
say,
how to address that.
mm-mm.
So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do get what you're saying, but like I say, it was, when my place to address it, it was his. So, I did what was best for me, and I removed me.
or he removes you?
No, I removed me. I don't have to deal
Okay,
with it. I don't have to tolerate it.
okay, I understand. I understand.
But you tried it.
Nah. So what's the difference if that child was younger? So how would you approach that?
I mean, when the child is younger, they really don't have a say. Some people say, but I'm like, your child should always have a say in my eyes. In regards to who you date.
Why? But that's when the parents actually come in and try to discipline your child. Like I say, your child you got custody. That man got custody of his child, but his child don't like you because you not he or she mother. I mean, and that causing a lot of problems. That goes to show you that child ain't really got no. I feel like the child ain't been taught nothing or really have no home training. For once, because respect is everything. If you respect that child shall respect you.
I mean, I respected the child. I Every Christmas I bought the child gifts, everything. You know, that's just me. I'm that kind of person. If I'm dating you, your kids is just as important as you are because they are a reflection of you. But
So what?
mm-mm,
Yeah.
the young lady never did speak.
No, I ain't. I'm not. I'm not. What I do? What is my? What I'm cutting up? I ain't done nothing. Okay. Okay. So on the other hand, so what if your? Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
You
So
ain't gonna do
it's a
what?
lot of ways that you address certain things, like, cause sometimes kids just be disrespectful, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like you because you didn't give me this, you didn't buy me that, you didn't do this. My daddy didn't tell me that he got a new girlfriend. Who are you? You know, a lot of different things, yeah. So it's hard to approach some situation when you cut off guard.
True.
But you do have some parents, some ladies do put it in their kid head. That's not your mama. Don't let nobody tell you or call you they child. All the above. That's something that some women say. Something you probably say. I'm your mama.
No, I would never say anything like that. One, that's disrespectful. And two, I didn't give birth to that child.
It's not about giving birth though, but if you actually gonna be that person, that child, if you actually gonna be in that father life, that child should also respect you as they. I'm not gonna say stepmother, but respect you as another guardian in that house. Because say if he go to the store, he said, "Babe, I'm gonna go to the store," and the kids gonna be in that room. So therefore, you doing what to the kids? You watch
I'm
the kids,
watching
making
them.
sure they good. So therefore, you are a guardian. So that
Yeah,
respect is a must. I see it all the time. I heard some people say, I don't like this person because your daddy this, your daddy that, or your mama this, your mama that. I think it's BS because you putting the kids in something they really don't know what's really going on.
true.
Something you do.
Whatever. Y'all, Glenn, he's special. He need help.
I'm not
I'm
special.
not that person. I just Tracy, yeah, you can call in her. I'm just not that person. I can't deal with that. I'd rather remove me from the situation, which is why I was single for a good little minute.
So basically, you basically give it up instead of talking to him about addressing the problem. You basically say, "Hey, I'm just gonna go and give up."
No, it was more than just that. It was some other things that had transpired too. But no, I didn't give up because of the children. I mean, I can't change his kids, You don't want
But
to
you
meet
can't,
me.
like you say, you got like you said, if that was your child, you'd talk to your child. Why didn't
Yeah,
you let him know? Why didn't he talk to his child?
he did. And the child still was grown. And it was one of those things she said she just didn't want to meet me. It didn't matter. Now, I did see her one time that I was there at his home. Hold on one second. Hey, Traisha. Hold on. Let me put you on speaker. Okay.
Okay. I wanted to speak what you guys are talking about because I have godchildren, okay,
Mhm.
and they not my children, but they are my children through God.
Mhm.
And my oldest godchild, when he don't get his way with me, he said, "You can't tell me what to do. You're not really my mom. You just a godmother." And I said, but I am in charge of you. So if you're in my household, you have to follow my rules. And if you don't like it, then you just stay home.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
And then my auntie is his grandmother,
Mhm.
and my auntie, um, anytime you go to your godmother house, it's a privilege. And if she tell you to do something, you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to talk back to her or anything. And I used to have to talk to him over and over and over again. But I'm not his mom, but I do respect who I bring around him, especially like different people, like men and stuff. I don't want him to get used to me having different men around him and be like, hey, wait a minute. Wasn't this person my godfather? Then you got another one? So yeah. And I've been with the one that I have for 9.5 years. And nothing ever changed.
Well, that's good. That's a blessing.
Yes, it is. And it's a blessing that I could have God kids and to have the person I'm with, that's his godfather for a long time. Like he don't have to worry about someone coming in and out. And like Glenn said, will I we will, will we allow our child to be around different men or what we have allowing to other stuff like that. I'm gonna allow my kid to have an open conversation with me. It's whoever they comfortable with, because they may not be comfortable with my parents either, or my siblings. So I have to be mindful of who I allow around.
If they're not comfortable around your siblings or your parent, then I definitely would be trying to figure out like what's going on. Why you not comfortable around your grandparents or your aunties? There's something wrong in that regards. Like I say,
Yeah, and I think it would be like, because my kid may like don't like they rules, but like my rules. So yeah, that's probably will be the issue. But that's what I wanted to say. Okay.
oh, okay, huh? We appreciate you for calling.
And I love you and Glenn keep us laughing. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm just playing, Miss Leader. I'm just playing.
I'm like
Bye
Glenn
bye.
cut up 24/7.
Bye.
Bye bye, hon. Okay, Glenn. So what if we was in that situation and your kids didn't like me or didn't want to meet me? What would you do? Hello?
Once right now at this moment, it's hard to even
Hey,
say
Sherry.
anything because my kids are small, so my kids don't really understand. But my older son will understand. Now,
You gotta speak up. You like real low.
see my you can hear me.
I can hear you, but it's low.
What about now?
Yeah, it's better.
So basically, my kids are small. So my 6 year old, um, for once, I'm gonna ask him, "What's the problem? Like, how do you not like somebody that you don't know?" And for once, you still young, you still a kid. Like, what have this person done to you or said to you? But for once, my kids are very respectful. And if my kids have a problem with somebody, they'll come to me. My son will come to me about it. He's not gonna say nothing to that person. He'll come to me about it. Now I'll be like, hey, what happened? Did you say anything after way to him? And I get that person and my child is like, what? No. If my child in the wrong, my child gonna apologize, and it ain't gonna happen again. Cause I don't play those type of games.
Okay. But what if your child was older?
If my
Eh,
child was older, I talk to my child, actually try to address the problem, like, what happened, what transpired, what caused you not to like this person. But I want a legitimate reason before me and my child actually go at it, because my kid's not gonna be raised to be disrespectful, mother or not. Just like they got a stepdad at home, you gonna respect your stepdad. As long as your stepdad respect you, you gonna respect him. Because that's not your real daddy, that don't mean that you're not gonna respect him.
I agree. I mean,
So
but
yeah,
like I say, the young lady was grown.
like I say, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. They don't talk to their kids before they bring their kids around people. They just, hey, how you doing? This is Michael. Michael, this is my daughter. Now you got to talk to your child first before you bring people around your child. Let them know, hey, I got a such and such. This is my friend. This is my boyfriend. This is my person I've been talking to. And he gonna be here. She gonna be here. Blah blah blah. You got to talk to your child first before you let somebody come into your home and actually stay. It could be just staying a night. But if your child gonna be there, you got to talk to your child. Let your child know, because you don't want to surprise your child. Now they standing at the door, and that person's trying to speak to them, and they not really feeling it, because they trying to see who are you.
Mhm.
So you got to have those conversations with your children.
Okay. I mean, that's good.
If you think not having a conversation with your child, because he,
Hold on, Miss Carmela calling. Hold on, Miss Carmela. Let me put it on speaker. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, yeah. That's the truth because my Miss Carmela calling. Hold on, Miss Carmela, let me put it on speaker. Okay. Okay, there you go. Yeah, because when my mom bought my her boyfriend around us, I did not like him at first. I couldn't stand him. But as we got to know him,
Mhm.
we loved him. We loved him. Her boyfriend around us, we loved him. But like Glenn was saying too, you need to talk to your kids, before you bring the stuff, bring a guy or anybody around your kids. But yeah, at first I couldn't stand my stepdad. But now he gone. Now he dead. But once we got to know him, all of us fell in love with him. So I understand what Glenn said. You got to talk to your kids first instead of just bringing anybody around them.
I definitely agree.
Especially if you yeah, especially if you got girls.
Mhm.
Especially you got girls. Well, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you
Okay,
calling in, ma'am.
you welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
So, I can tell you about an incident. I had a friend who actually,
y'all can hear me.
yeah, I had a friend who actually she she knew that her daughter didn't like her boyfriend, and like she said it in front of me that she didn't like the boyfriend. And so she made the comment like, I don't like him, I don't want him around. And the mom was just kind of like, she ignored it. She just said, well, she don't like nobody other than her daddy. And I didn't like that. I really felt bad for the child. Like I felt like she was unheard, everything. But again, what is a person to do? Like that's not my child. the only thing I could do was tell her mom, who was my friend, like, you wrong for not listening to your child's feelings and getting to the root of the problem. So I definitely don't agree when people do stuff like that. So yeah. I don't think I've ever really disliked any of my mother's boyfriends, but like Miss Carmela say, you don't bring any and everyone around your child. You know, you take time to get to know a person, and then if you're going to be in a relationship for longevity, then you definitely start to introduce your child to that person. So it goes from there.
Hello. Yo, y'all can hear
Yeah.
me? But yeah, I heard you say, I dislike the man that my mama married though.
Did that stop you from being around her?
Uh, yeah,
Why?
because for one, if I'm your child, right, and I see the stuff that you going through, and it's constantly going through physically, and your children ask you to get rid of him before we get rid of him, and you can't do that because you you say you scared of that person or you love that person, but you mean to tell me love create physically abuse? No. So me and my brother, basically we got sent with our daddy. Well, he got sent with my uncle, I got sent with my daddy because we got tired of seeing stuff that we were seeing, right?
Mhm.
So why continue to see this stuff when we can just go about business? Teenagers, I think, yeah, teenagers and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I don't pick and choose for her. I respect who she with, but if she gonna continue to put herself in that situation in harm's danger, when we see this and we try to address this with her, have a talk with her, and she like basically she's not hearing what we saying. So what's the point of still being there and end up seeing our mama get murdered or something like that? So I asked her, can I, no,
You asked for what?
can I go with my dad?
Mhm.
And so I called my dad on the phone and told him what happened. And I didn't have nothing against him, but I respected him because he was with her. But did I really want to actually? Did we really want to actually like? Did we really like him? Hell no. But we didn't say nothing because it's a respect thing. We didn't show no different feelings to him, but deep down in our heart, we didn't like this nigga. And to this day, I don't like this nigga.
Mhm. See, I've never had any problems like that. The people who my mom brought around was always respectful. I didn't have any problems with them. They always try to do for us. So I've never had any problems like that. Like, I think I can see maybe three people that my mom has brought around us in my whole entire lifetime.
Yeah, so like my my vision on that is it's kind of it's kind of clear. Like, so it's hard to try to relate to that, but I also want my kids to be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my kids to see what I seen.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I teach my kids. Well, the youngest one is they you can't. It's nothing you really can teach them. But my oldest son Isaiah, like, it's certain stuff I know. You ask him, he got a girlfriend, he'll keep it a secret. He'll be like it's a secret. You ask him something about some money, he'll be like it's a secret. But if something happened with him, like him and his stepfather or his mama or something like that, he'll tell me because I put that in his head. You never hold nothing back like that when something dealing with your parents. because kids they go to school, get counseling, they gotta let everything out. So if you can talk to me about it, and we can try to address it, I can go address it with the stepfather, the mother. Once you don't have to take it to school and try to let them know what really happened. Now the school getting involved and they want to know what's going on at the home, such and such. So that's how I teach my boys.
Okay.
I don't know about you.
I mean, for my child, it's got to be something that's gradual. In regards to an introduction. And if my child has a problem with that person, like I said, I'm going to sit down and talk to my child to figure out what the problem is in regards to um them not liking the person.
So what if your child don't have a reason to like that person? They just don't like that person. So when that child tell you, I don't have a reason to not like that person. I just don't like them. So how you approach that?
I mean, that's hard, but at the same point in time, if they don't have a reason to not like them, like they haven't done anything to me physically, then it's something that I'm still going to listen to them in regards to their feelings and let them know that, they don't have to have any encounters with them. But if they don't have a true reason, like, I mean, I don't know what else to do.
So what you mean encounters with them though? But if that's your person that y'all living in the house together, and they not gonna say nothing, it's gonna be a whole problem, and it's gonna mess up y'all relationship because your child don't like that person just because now that person try to be respectful to your child, but your child, you ain't my daddy, or you ain't my mama. So why you
Okay, so
talking
let
to
me
me?
stop you right there. That's something that I would never allow.
But
Um,
how? But one thing though, let me. I ain't, I'm, not, I'm gonna cut you off. But how can you, if you're not around, just say if you in the shower or something, or you laying down or something, and the child in there basically doing something that they don't supposed to, and
mhm.
hey baby, no, you don't supposed to do that. Your mama won't allow that. You not my mama, you not my daddy. So how can you not allow that when you're not in their presence at that time? You laying down sleeping, or you could be in the shower. No, so
Okay, so it's something that I would instill in my child. Like that's something that I'm not gonna tolerate by no means necessary. Just because you don't like a person, don't mean you gonna disrespect the person. Period. And so I'm just not gonna tolerate that. So I don't care if I'm asleep or what. My child is going to act accordingly, or my child is gonna have to deal with me.
but that's what you want your child to do, to act accordingly. But when we not when parents not around, children do
True.
other stuff.
Exactly. But I mean, that would be something that I would have to deal with as it came about. You know what I'm saying?
But you think that person want to keep dealing with that? Like you never done that to this kid. So that's a
Nobody
that's a
wants to
hard
keep
that's
doing
that's a hard approach though. That's a hard address.
nobody wants to keep dealing with any type of situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, so it is a very hard approach. But again, like I say, my child would be respectful. My child would never be allowed to say to anybody, "Well, you're not my mama or my daddy." Like it's an adult. You're gonna respect that adult.
Okay, okay. But yeah, nowadays kids are very disrespectful. Very disrespectful nowadays.
Hey, Rosalind. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Hey
Like,
Sharon, hey Rosalind.
so I had a situation where the ex had actually badmouthed me to her child who was older. And so because of that parent, not liking me or whatever, that child kind of took on that same attitude. And I had never done anything to the child, met the child or anything. How would you deal with a situation like that if your baby mama didn't like me?
Listen to what you just said. Your ex bad maps you to that child.
I said the ex mama,
So
meaning not him,
you said
his
the ex.
baby
Okay,
mama.
you said the ex mama. Okay. I mean, that's a hard. Once again, that's a hard approach though, because that child gonna listen to their mama.
Yeah.
So it's
But
up to the
again, they don't
it's
have
up
a
to
reason not to like me.
but it's up to that stepfather to address it. But if you can't address it though, you got to understand my person never done that to you. So it's like you picking you got to pick you got to pick between your child or your person. But like that, some shit ain't hard, but like that's a hard one too. But me personally, if if my kid's mother put something in their head and say, "Don't you like that person? Don't you do this?" and I'm gonna let my child know I'm your father. This person never done that to you. So until you actually tell me what's the real reason and respect this person, no, stay with your mama. But my kids love me, so basically, hopefully, they can explain to me what really happened and we can resolve that problem. So if you can't respect this person and this person haven't done nothing to you, I'm not gonna pick you over her. I'm not gonna pick her over you. But you are mine. But respect is respect.
Yeah.
You got to take the child. They got to be they got to get accountable for everything that they do, their actions. If you just let that just go on, of course it's gonna keep going on. You meet somebody that's gonna keep going on. You meet somebody that's gonna keep going on. So
True.
you got to that child got to be held accountable for their actions. If you want to act like that, no, stay with your daddy, stay with your mama, stay at home until you actually fix that problem. Sit down with me and talk about it. Let me know what's really going on, but have a legitimate reason, not a lie.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. Like I say, that situation was hard because there was Facebook posts made and everything else. So it was a difficult situation.
Like I said, I don't think that situation was hard because for once, if the ex bad mouthing you to the to that child, what's the reason that ex bad mouthing you? You don't know, or they don't have a reason. So that's up to that person to hey, what's going on, baby? Tell me what's really going on. They haven't done nothing to me, so I'm gonna tell you like this here. And all due respect, you are mine, and that person haven't done that to you. So, you stay home with whoever telling you whatever until we actually get fixed this. If we can't fix this, I love you, but stay home because for once you being disrespectful. I'm not gonna let my child just be disrespectful.
I agree.
That's a sign of disrespect. If you can't
Mhm.
control your child, no, or the parents, the mother, the daddy, that putting something in their head like because you don't like that person or that person ain't your mom or daddy, that's a sign of disrespect. Reason being said is because if that person respecting you ain't never done that to you, and that person speaks to you, why are you speaking to me? That's disrespectful. That making me look bad as a parent. Now that person ain't gonna want to be with me. Now that person ain't gonna want to be around me. But that person can be the one. That person might be the one for you. That person might be the one that won't go marry you. But now all that messed up because your child are disrespectful for no reason, and you act and you can't control it. That's how that person look. Damn, you can't control your child. You can't control nothing. So my child needs to stay at home until they actually come clean, fix the problem.
Okay.
It's just how it is.
Would you ever address the mother?
For once, yeah, in a respectful way. What's the problem? Whatever you got going on over there, that's your business. I would never badmouth my child. I would never badmouth you to my child because that's not my business who you messing with or what you got going on over there. That's not my business at all. So it's not your business to badmouth my person because they're not your mother. Why?
So,
Why? Huh?
no, I was gonna read Traisha's comment. Go ahead.
You can read it.
No, finish your statement.
She said, but if the mom badmouth me, but if the mom badmouth me to the child, then they need to stay home because I don't need the energy around me. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Charisha. Yeah, like I say, that you're not picking. You not picking between your child and your person. You actually showing your child that No, you being disrespectful, so be disrespectful over there. Because if you continue to let that disrespect go on, so far on that child might start getting disrespectful with you because you letting them be disrespectful to the person that you with, maybe the person that you love, maybe the person you might spend the rest of your life with, and this person never done nothing to them. And you do have some good people actually fight for their love, but it's hard to keep fighting for something when your child are rude.
Mhm.
So nobody want to actually keep going through that.
That's true. That is definitely true.
Like
Mm.
prime example. Not gonna say prime example, but I'm gonna say it like this. Just say, just like you've been in a relationship with a person for 3 years, right?
Mhm.
And they daughter, you going to work at 3, 4 in the morning, but sometimes you say, hey, I'm gonna end up going in early. They daughter sneaking out, but now you telling the mama, hey, baby girl sneaking out. Now that daughter don't like you, so basically, the mama might think, oh no, you lying, blah 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 blah. So it's constant. It's a constant pattern now. The kid don't like you because you're basically telling on them. Some mothers do believe their kids. Some people do believe their kids, but all of a sudden now you put a camera in there, hidden camera, right? So
Mhm.
now you say, hey, I'm going to work early. Now that daughter actually on camera sneaking at the house around a certain time,
Mhm.
but you basically been in tug of war with this child, and you looking like, damn, what's really going on? Why is my child being disrespectful? You lying on my child. So how would you approach that situation? You actually got proof, and your child actually been disrespectful because you actually being a man of the house or a woman of the house telling you, hey, baby, your child is sneaking out. Your child is doing this.
I mean, I would bring my child in, sit my child down, and ask them, so what's going on? Because I want to see if my child is going to lie or be truthful. Nine times out of 10, most kids is going to say whatever to cover they behind. So, once my child told the lie, I would just simply say, you know what? Hold on, baby. I got something I want you to watch real quick. And then I play it back for them. And then just simply ask now, what do you have to say in regards to your actions? And why would you lie on that person? I would make them apologize, and then I would go from there. Hold on, I'm to reach your comment. Hold on, Traisha.
Sorry,
Okay,
sorry, yeah, my signal keep going out.
it's okay. So Traisha says, right, it takes a village to raise children. I'm not going to just be treated unfairly, and the they may not say anything to correct the issue. I'm definitely gonna correct the issue, baby. Mm-mm. No, especially pertaining to my child. If my child think that she gonna be disrespectful, we gonna handle that. But in regards to what Glenn was saying, as long as there's video evidence that my child was the problem and my child did something disrespectful, I'm gonna address my child.
So let me address that. So why should we have to have video evidence when I'm letting you know, hey, your child are doing wrong?
I am not saying that you have to have video
But
evidence.
look what you just said. Long as that video evidence. So basically, what you telling me is what I say is not a golden peach.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Because you stated in the beginning that there was video evidence. So I
No,
want to
I say at the end. I say once I set up, like you say, you got surveillance, and you after I done told you that your child been sneaking out because this actually been happening. I had a guy who actually got accused of something that he didn't do, basically because the child was actually mad at this guy. So basically, they told him, "Hey, she told the people at school that he was touching on her. You know what I'm saying? He was the reason why she was sneaking out. He was freaking on her, blah blah blah. But the whole time, she didn't really know that he was getting picked up. His alarm clock was in his phone at 2:15. Around 2:20, 2:25, his ride was picking him up. So you mean to tell me that's enough time to touch on the child? So once they mama actually got cameras in the house. It showed that the child was sneaking out, blah blah blah, and actually found like weed all in the kid's bag.
Mhm.
So as us parents need to take that into consideration. If somebody come to you and be like, "Hey, your child doing this," it's you got to take that in consideration and listen. Like, damn, for real, what I need to do to try to catch my child? Because
I
once a child actually gets used to it, nobody saying nothing, it's gonna be a constant pattern.
mhm. I definitely agree with that. Like, I mean, okay, so in a situation like that, I'm gonna listen to my spouse. And I'm going to ask my child in regards to what's going on. So if my child lies, like I say, then I'm going to take the next measure to find out the root of the problem. I have cameras all throughout my home. People don't realize it, but I have cameras everywhere throughout my home. So I know what's going on within my home.
But like I said, you should have cameras for safety purpose, not to
Definitely.
monitor your children, unless some other stuff transpire. But
Now, it's not so much to monitor the children, but again, it's one of those things that with kids nowadays, they lie, they do a lot of stuff. And so I've caught too much on
but
my
one-
camera.
but once again, if once again though, like I say, the camera is not gonna fix the problem.
It's not.
Some people catch them on camera. All they want to do is just whoop them, boom, 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 boom. It's not gonna fix the problem. People fail to realize is a whooping is something that if a child constantly getting a whooping, eventually they're gonna get used to it. So if I
Mhm.
if I go steal this damn cannon, I know I'm gonna get a whooping, but that cannon damn sure was good.
Yeah.
But if you could tell that child, hey, you stealing that cannon, you can go to jail, right? I'm gonna call the police on you. 9 times out of 10, they might not do it again. But if I know I'm gonna get a whooping, it's over. If I know right now I can go do 100 down the interstate getting home, I know I'm gonna get a ticket, $100 ticket. Shit, why not risk it again? Just a ticket. I know I ain't going to jail.
I mean, that's where you teaching your child consequences for their actions come in.
So therefore you shouldn't have to monitor your child.
I don't think
Even though that you've seen a lot, it should only take that one time to see what you've seen. But therefore that means you don't have trust in your child.
No, okay. So again, I have cameras, and it's not because I don't trust my child. It is for safety reasons. But when I say I've caught a lot, I mean a lot from my nephews and my sister and stuff like that in regards to what they had done. Nothing pertaining to my child. Again, it was solely for my child and I's safety as we're at home, either by ourselves or anything like that. I want to make sure we're safe and sound. And if anything was to transpire, it goes to the cloud, and someone could download and see what happened to us.
This understanding. That's understanding. So, I can understand that. Like you say, it's personal what you want to say, but I mean, nowadays it's hard to try to it's hard to try to be with somebody, especially when especially how disrespectful kids is. They watch all this youth, they watch all these rap videos, all this other stuff. Man, your friend, man, you can talk to that person. That ain't your mom. That ain't your daddy. Oh, that ain't how we gonna rock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because for one, I'm not gonna just beat mine, hit mine. I might, tell them put them up a little bit, see what's up. But the relationship that I have with my son, especially my other kids, how they love me, I can see that they're gonna be more of a understanding child. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, yeah, I don't think my dad, I don't think my daddy gonna tell me nothing wrong, which I ain't perfect now. Some stuff I might tell them that might be wrong. I mean, it ain't on purpose, but I'm thinking it right.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, we got 11 minutes.
Yeah, Chaisha says, "What if the father is scared to address his child for being disrespectful and out of control, and they live with us? How would we fix?
And get rid of that father. If he's scared to, if that's your child and you the man, that's your kid, and you scared to say something to your kid, you need to get rid of him. Something ain't right. So you mean to tell me you don't have no control over your child? Your child, you can't tell your child how to be or how to be respectful. You can't tell your child nothing. You mean to tell me any grown man scared of their child? Yeah, you might want to get rid of him because guess what? That child gonna start doing whatever. That child might physically hit you or something. The dad is scared. The dad ain't finna jump in the way. The dad ain't finna say nothing. Stop, little Joe. Stop. Stop, Mary. That's about all they gonna say. Now shut your ass up, dad.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so basically you need to get rid of that dad. That's just point blank period. I don't care how much. If you love a person that much to be tortured by the kid, yeah, your mind just fried. Something ain't right.
Mm,
You got to be weak minded to be tortured by a child that's not yours.
mm-hmm. I agree. I definitely agree. There's something else I was gonna say. So now my friend, like I say, her daughter didn't like her boyfriend, and I wasn't fond of the boyfriend, but it's not my place to say anything. But one of the things that I didn't like was she allowed her child to call this man dad, and that
But
wasn't,
once
huh?
again, how long have they been together?
They hadn't been together long, and she let him whoop her daughter, and I did not like that. But it's not my child. It wasn't my business to say anything. But I mean, they was in a relationship for a short amount of time, and it's like she moved him in over her children,
So
and she let him whoop her.
so let me speak on that topic right there, right?
Mhm.
I'm a man. So you got some kids who actually I'm just gonna shoot it out there. You got some kids actually who don't have their father in that they don't have their father in their lives, right?
Mhm.
But you've been in that child life for umpteen years. The only
Mhm.
only thing that child know is you. You've been a great father figure. You've been a great role model. You've been treating this child with respect. You help the child with homework. It's not your biological child though. But you've
Mhm.
been once again, you've been in this child life since we don't know. Since one or two, maybe birth. Maybe a couple months after birth. But the child only know you. The father is nowhere to be found. That child, because you're not that child biological father, doesn't mean that you're not a dad.
I agree with that.
Reason being said is if you have foster parents and them foster kids go to that foster care, they're gonna call them people mother and dad. You don't have
Mhm.
to be a biological father to be a dad. A father figure is a dad. Now, if you just got a nigga that's coming up, hey, this is your new daddy right here. No, that's not a father figure. That's just a nigga that you just brought in and you trying to get him to fit in. These kids is not gonna like this nigga. They don't know this nigga.
So my problem with what she did was because of the fact that one, the father was actually involved in the child's life, and then two, it hadn't been long at all, and she was allowing him to whoop her child. I just felt like that was just odd to me. You know, why would you let someone who's basically a stranger to your child whoop them?
That's a lazy dumb parent.
Mm,
Cause you allow anybody to come in here and put their hand on your children. What if the children say, "Ooh, he touched me the wrong way"? Now it's all your fault
mhm.
because you let some unknown nigga come in here and harm your child because you don't want to discipline your child because that's the new man of the house. Come on, man, that don't make sense. You think I'm finna come into your house and disrespect your child and put my hand on your child because your child said you don't like me?
Now,
No,
don't get me wrong. The little girl was off the chain.
it still don't matter though. But that's still not your it's still not your thing to put your hand on that child. You let that mama deal with it.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I so let me give you a prime example. I never forget this. I had let her stay in my house for a length of time because of situation that was going on. And so I was helping her by taking the child to daycare. This little girl was upset because her mom had left to go to work. And now I say she had to be in one and a half. While I'm driving, this child takes her shoe off, throws it at my head, and then calls me a B.
But like I say, you don't let your once again, don't let your anger overwhelm your body. Therefore, you stop doing what you're doing. You take that child back to where you got him from, and let that person deal with him. You
I
ain't got
couldn't
to.
take the baby back because of the fact that, the mom was already gone to work.
But I would have
But
called it. But for one, that's emergency.
oh, I called her. I
That's
definitely
emergency.
called her.
That's emergency. Your child are being disrespectful. Your child put me in danger. Reason being said is because your child hit me. Really, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm gonna shoot out some bull crap. Your child doing whatever, trying to hurt me. So we both in danger. That's emergency. Come and get your child. That's just how I go. Come and get your damn child. We in my life in danger. My life in danger. Soon to be your child life in danger too, cause I'm gonna tear that little motherfucker up.
You a mess. So, I did definitely call the mama, but she was already gone to work.
But
And
shit,
so
that's
it was nothing.
emergency.
She couldn't leave, it was
I would
she
have
was
been at that job with that baby.
no, I went ahead and I
Shit,
took the child on.
shit.
Now the reason being is because my first thing was this child didn't just pick this word be up from nowhere.
It still
So
don't matter
somebody
though.
again, somebody had to have been saying it in front of this child. So I'm wondering what the child has been exposed to.
Guess
And
what
where
though,
would
Lily?
this child get the idea that it's okay to throw something?
So guess what?
Hmm.
If that child done that to you, guess what that child gonna do to somebody? Gonna do same thing to somebody else, and that person might not be you.
And I agree.
That person might stop that vehicle and tell that little child there and ran over that little child.
Oh, I tore her ass up. And I told her mama, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm about to tear your child's ass up. If you don't want me to tell, then you come get her. She couldn't come get her, and she said that by all means, you got my permission to whoop her, and so I tore her little ass up. Yeah, but I brought her back home because she was crying, and she just wouldn't stop. She was cutting up the whole day, but she's called her mom bees and everything else. Miss Lita, you should have put her out on. Baby, she was only one. Like I couldn't put out on the side of the road. Mm-mm. But yeah, I've dealt with all types of situations, especially when it comes with the ex baby mamas. Oh Lord, yeah, that's always difficult. Um, cause some just don't want you to be around their child, no matter what. It don't matter who you are, they just don't want you around their child. Period. So, mm. So guys, put a one in the chat if you actually enjoyed this topic. You gotta forgive us. We kind of tired today, so our energy isn't as high as it's normally. We real tired. We've been busy. I know we ain't been busy like that. We not in the same area, so y'all relax, relax. Ain't none of that going on.
But yeah, to y'all, don't let you, if you got children, your children not listen to you. You don't have to. You don't have to physically whoop your child, beat your child, or hit your child to get your point across. Some children do understand. Talk to your child. Let
Mhm.
them know. Because if you whoop a child, the child's gonna do this. Some kids are extremely bad. Whooping them ain't gonna do them. They gonna cry, do the same thing over again. I know I'm gonna
They
get a
become
whooping.
immune.
Yeah, so if you can talk to your child, show your child that you love them. Talk to them and tell them what's right or what's wrong. Sometimes they need to get hit, but constantly just hitting them for everything. They spill chips on the floor. You want to whoop them. They
Yeah.
they 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 might do the wrong thing. You want to whoop them, but you got to discipline your child mentally. Physically, it's not gonna discipline your child, yo. The reason
And
they
you
say
got to
this,
talk to your child and
yeah,
let them know where the behavior is wrong.
yeah, because you see them doing something, talk to them about it. Kids do pick up everything that we say.
Mhm.
If they don't, why the hell they do all that cussing?
Yep. I agree.
If
I
they don't, why do
definitely
they watch a lot of TV and do all them new dances that we can't do? Because they pick up everything fast.
Yep.
So once again, if you have a problem with your child, if it takes for you to get counseling, do it. But don't give up on your child and let your child growing up in the penitentiary, in foster care, end up in the street, end up getting shot at a young age, end up getting stabbed at a young age. Because I know how that pain feels.
And don't ever say what your child won't do.
Yes, sir. Only thing you can do is address it. Address it after it happens. No, because it'll say we're not parents. You're not around 24 hours a day. They do go to school.
Mhm.
They do might go to the gym. They might go to the football game. No damn well ain't no parents gonna sit there. If your child go to the football game, I'm going to. They going to school. I'm finna go to school too.
Mm.
So yeah, if you got to get get counseling with your child, do it. But most of the time, the counseling come from home. People, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I agree.
Show your child that you love them. Show your child that you with them every step of the way. Kids do pick up everything fast, and sometimes it get hard because they do watch a lot of TV, do watch a lot of internet. Like Leland, she be
Mhm.
posting that thug stuff on the internet. Kids watch that.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it was nice chatting with y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. Love
Yep.
y'all. See y'all later.
Until next time, guys, I'm your girl, Miss Lita. This is Glenn the Real Deal, and we out this thing. Peace.